What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's Fade Guy E, and I'm gonna bless y'all with another fire haircut tutorial today. So with this cut, we got a high bald fade with some 2-strand twists. Man, you can't go wrong, right? I promise you won't want to miss this. And look, before we get started, man, I need y'all to go ahead, hit that subscribe button, show some love. We on the road to 1K, man. I need y'all to share this, share all my work. If you love it, I love it. Let's get it. And look, a little jump, man. Always trust the process when you're cutting, man. It might look ugly at the beginning, but just keep cutting. I promise you, it's gonna get better. Keep cutting, keep detailing. So, I took my clippers and I'm making a very high guideline. Even though this is a bald fade, I'm not gonna make my guideline with trimmers. I don't wanna erase too much because it's gonna take off too much of what I want. She still wants the hooks. I love that shadow that the clipper keeps whenever I go to line up, you know what I'm saying? So I'm cutting. When I say I'm cutting for the future, this is what I mean. Like, I'm prepping. Make sure you holding your clippers firmly, confidently, and see how I'm popping that ear down with my middle finger. Maneuver around that ear, you know what I'm saying? Learn different maneuvers, learn different motions. Learn how to actually hold your clippers and hold your tools, you know? Take your time making your guideline around your head. You can go faster, you can go slower, whatever you want. And look, once again, I'm gonna take the time out to ask you guys, man, sub up. We on the road to 1K, bro. I know we gonna get it. I know we gonna get there, but look, I need y'all to show some love. And I'm gonna keep dropping these fire videos for y'all, man. I love y'all. So after I make my guideline around my whole head, I'm just prepping for using guards, you know what I'm saying? Next step will be debulking. So I'm gonna take my 2 guard, right? And I'm gonna get all of that debulk at the top of the part line, making sure I don't go over anything. And I'm gonna say this, you don't wanna go higher than that part line because then you're gonna be cutting off hair that they need, okay? That wasn't working, right? And this is where it begins. I was getting uncomfortable. I already had to find different angles for the camera. The camera was in my way. I had to cut in certain positions. So I took the 1 guard and I went with the grain. And I had it open and closed, just seeing what, you know what I'm saying, what worked. And then I was just like, man, I see how this is kind of going. I don't like it. It's looking ugly. I was like, man, let me see if I can finesse this. But it just wasn't working at this time, you know. So eventually I switched it up, and when I got to the other side, I understood it. You know what I'm saying? I came up with the formula. I'm like, man, this is working, bro. So instead of the 2, 1.5, 1, that formula, I just started with a 1.5 on this side, and we were doing a skin fade. So I'm like, man, look, this makes more sense to me. This is uniforming the hair how I need it and how I want it to. You know what I'm saying? So I started with a 1.5, worked my way down into a 1 guard, and then worked my way down to a 0.5, and then open and close. You know what I'm saying? Until I blended out that guideline. Now, like with that 1 guard, you make sure you want to attack strictly that bald line, okay? Open and close until it softens up. And the key is just to make it disappear as much as possible. Now, it won't completely get it out, but you got to take your time. And then this right here is the 0.5, okay? So this is going to refine it even more. We're getting closer to the skin fade, and it's looking better. It's, you know what I'm saying, it's slowly getting there. Even if you have to switch a different combination of tools, do that. Some tools have different blades, fade blades, surgicals, flats, you know what I'm saying, different stuff. They all have different meanings. They use, you know what I'm saying, used for different things. So take your time. Patience is key, and try to figure out different techniques. Now it's time to use a no guard, and you can see the structure of the fade, bro. This is fire. It's gonna be a good one, okay? And the ball line is almost out, and I do see a few other lines that I'm gonna touch once I'm detailing. But as of now, I'm loving the look of it. You know what I'm saying? I like to keep it a little darker, but hey, it is what it is at this time. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta make my work stand out. I gotta make my work fire. So I don't want any lines. I don't want any flaws in this fade. So I'm gonna detail as much as possible. And this invisible guard is a 1. So this is just detail work, right? So y'all know this process already. So I'm gonna just hit y'all with this challenge I have, all right? So 7 days, I want to see you guys work, all right? I want to see y'all put in work. Look, I came back to this other side. Same process. 1.5, 1.5, no guard. All open and close until it's all gone, okay? But yeah, back to the challenge, man. 7 days from when this video drops, I want you guys to do this social challenge for me. It's gonna better you. It's gonna better your barber skills. It's gonna better your social skills. Get out there and introduce yourself to at least 3 people a day. And then, all right, come back here and tell me your results. How many people did you really talk to, okay? How many people did you get in your chair that are new? All right, this is an exercise to get you to talk to new people and let them know, hey, I'm a barber, bro. I cut hair. Do you need a new barber? It helps you get used to that word no. Or, you know what I'm saying? As an entrepreneur, and you don't even have to be a barber, bro. You can be a salesman. You can be whatever. Just try this exercise. Introduce yourself to at least 3 people in the next 7 days and come back and tell me your results. Alright, so with a little TLC, bro, look at this fade. Look at the difference from when I started and from now. Bro, that looks amazing. And the same process with the back. This time I did a 3-step. Instead of doing half of the head, I did side, side, and then I'm going to finish out in the back. Usually sometimes I finish out in the back first and then I do each side. But this time I was like, okay, I'm going to get the formula first and then I'm going to knock it out as I go. So, yeah. Man, what y'all thought about that Super Bowl, bro? I honestly caught it late. You know what I'm saying? I didn't turn it on until the 3rd quarter. I took me a nap. I caught up on some sleep. And then when I woke up, I was like, man, I'm gonna miss the game. But when I turned it on, bro, them boys still had 0. I was like, yeah, this is over with, bro. It's over with. But I'm happy for Jalen Hurts and the Eagles, bro. I love the outcome of it. I really wasn't going for a certain team, so yeah, I like both of them. It is what it is, you know. Good game, and that's all I can say. Halftime performance, I didn't get to see it. I see a lot of people posting about it, and yeah, that's how I feel about it. Alright, so right here, all I did was switch tools. This one has a different blade, and it's gonna fade it a little bit softer than my Babyliss Pro FX. This blade, I say this plenty of times, bro. It has grooves or teeth in it. Like, it's not just a straight flat blade. So it's not, think of a knife. This is like the knife with the ridges in it. It's made for sawing. Or like a saw. Think of that shit, but just delicate. It's for softer fading, for blending, matter of fact. And look at that, bro. That looks amazing, bro. Pressure. We slowly getting those lines out. All right, so now, bro, y'all also are gonna get a lineup tutorial. All right, so I put a one on those Babyliss low pros, and I'm using a rake motion. So you want to start off with the tip of the blade and then kind of scoop down, okay? Scoop down and out, but be careful. You don't want to cut anything above the part line. Now, she has a small part line, and I want to keep that small. I don't like the goddamn with the damn down. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the ones with the 5 head who got the part line all the way in the back. You know what I'm saying? So I started with these sabers, and it really wasn't hitting how I wanted them to with her hair type. So I had to pull out the snaps, and it was getting lit. I ain't gonna lie. So I kept going. I started off in the middle, working my way to east side, and just remembering to be patient. I want a crispy finish, so it's gonna take some time. You know, it don't matter how long it take, but we're gonna get it done. All right, we're gonna get it done. So I had to punch the camera out the way. All right, it was getting on my nerves. It was in my way, y'all. I'm sorry. I had to punch y'all. So I had to move it. And so I can get comfortable and be like, man, this is a lineup. This is an important part of the haircut. So right here, I'm just taking the low pros with no guard, and I'm raking down. Be careful when you're doing this, okay? Because this is zero. This is close. You cut too much off, that's it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't growing back. I'm just playing. But that's it. So, like I said, if you have to use different combination of tools, use that. These are more of my hitters. So, they're going to be not really used for an initial tap unless it's a certain hair type. But I pretty much use these for like cleanups and really making that line pop more, you know. But initially, I'm going to use my snaps because they're hitters too, but they don't hit as fast. Like, I guess it's just an RPM difference or whatnot. And right now, I'm just rough drafting my hook line, okay? Draw a C. Start off with a small C. Now, she looks like she does have slight alopecia on her temples. So I was able to exaggerate those hook lines, and it look fire, bro. Watch when y'all see the result. Look at that, bro. Look how hard those things hit. That's crazy. I'm using proper hand placement. I'm holding it firmly. You know what I'm saying? I'm making sure not to scratch or penetrate the skin, bro. I'm taking my time. Straight art. And look how it blends in together. That's fire. That's a fire fade to me. And that's just me, you know. I like my work. I like it. It's dope. Yeah, that's crazy. No guard. Be careful, y'all. Please be careful. I don't want y'all to go and gap somebody trying to do this, but please be careful. And for the lineup, I'm just slightly pulling, taking my time, bro. I know I have it sped up, but I'm taking my time, I promise you. And then once you get to the vertical bars, just tap and pull. The trimmers will do the work for you. Be sure to, every 3 to 6 months, switch y'all blades out. You'll be able to tell when they're getting dull. They won't hit how they used to, or you know what I'm saying? You'll tell the difference. You can also switch the blades out for your clippers too, and you can do all that, man. You can set them, you can do everything. See how I'm measuring with my comb. Now that's just an estimate, but I'm measuring. I'm using my eye. I'm using the professional eye, you know. And you can kind of see the slight alopecia down at the bottom with her temples, you know. I have to blend that. I have to blend that fade into that. I have to be an artist. So I was like, man, let me see how can I draw this hook line and make it look fire. But yeah, like I said, I just made sure not to rush. Don't rush the process at all. Because if I go too far, I'm gonna be mad. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna like my results. So I just made sure to follow the features in her head and gonna rock out. And see how much better that looks on this side, bro. I was not liking this side at all. It was giving me trouble, bro. I was like, man, I can't do this. I gotta go to the other side. I gotta do something else. So now we done. We can go ahead and clean up with the sabers. Now this is the time. Look, I see people use pencil to make it lighter. I'm not gonna say don't do that, bro. But bro, you don't need it. Use your trimmers last. Go over it with a shaver if you want to. You know what I'm saying? It's different things you could use and do, you know. If enhancements is your cup of tea, I'm not judging. it is what it is. But this is what I do sometimes. I never really use the pencil to make it look lighter. All right, so y'all gonna get an enhancement tutorial too, okay? Now, I color match. Make sure y'all color match. If they have black hair, use black hair. You might be able to pass with a dark brown sometimes, but nah. Black on black, dark brown on dark brown, red, whatever, okay? Light sweeps. The key is to fill in, okay? Fill in. You don't want to overspray. No overcoats. Light coats as much as possible. And look how that comes out, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Same thing with the other side. Light, fill in where you have to. And if you have to overcoat, you have to go over it again. Take your time and do light sweep, just like I'm doing. Follow the flow of the hair. That's dope. It's coming out a lot better, and I'm more satisfied with my finish. All right, before I go, man, I want to leave y'all with some fire tips. Damn, bro, that's lit. That's fire, bro. Okay, but look, tip number 1, gaining confidence as a barber, okay? Practice as much as you can. Cut as many heads as you can. I have to do this really fast, okay? Watch other tutorials just like this when I have more. Even, not just mine, bro. Go watch other barbers. They have different styles than I do, all right? Ask for feedback. Ask your clients how you feel. Ask other barbers on your work. Yes, have them judge your work. Stay updated. Follow all the latest trends if you want. Different haircuts, different styles. And look, number 5, believe in yourself. That is key in gaining confidence. If nobody else believes you, who will? You. You gotta be their audience, all right? And look, man, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. I hope y'all love this highball taper, bro. I loved it. It's lit. I'm gonna catch y'all once again in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, bro. Fade Guy E, bro. I'm out.